Nice to see you. Yeah, nice seeing you again.
Help keep your wait time to a minimum. Once again, please keep your group together, keep up with the party in front of you, and fill in all the available space. Thank you for touring with Kilimanjaro. When it comes to safaris, we go wild.
When they everyone that means, let's go. Let's go! Those are sliding shut. Alright, thank you very much. Jumbo, everyone. My name is Jenny, and I'll be your driver for the amazing adventure through Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Now up above you is an animal spotting guide there to assist you in identifying some of the animals. We're not going to see all of them, but we usually have pretty good luck. Cameras, hey, if you have them, that's great. Hold on to them. I am not permitted to stop and retrieve anything that falls out. You see, there's wild animals out there. And I don't do wild animals on the ground, I'll be honest with you. Now, if you drop something, somebody's going to get it for you. Somebody will. That's right, just not Jenny. Too old, too smart. All right, so this is Little Aturi Forest that we're entering into. And the key word here is forest. You look around, you're going to see dense vegetation. That means some of the animals will actually be quite hard to see. Coloring and markings will blend in with their background. Now right away over here on the left, I see some bongos, kind of reddish brown, thin white stripes. Now they're also called the ghost of the forest because when they want to blend in with the vegetation, they're very good at it. Now over here on the right, that is an okapi. And the back end is going to look like the back end of a zebra. Don't let those zebra stripes fool you though. It's the only known living relative of the giraffe. Now this animal over here behind that thick brush, a little hard to see, but I think you can see her head right there. That is a female greater kudu. Now I know it's a girl because there are no horns. Only the males have horns, and they can grow 75 inches long. Now watering holes like the one coming up is a great gathering place for some of the rarest species. Well, for example, the black rhino. Oh, and there's one laying right here. There's less than 5,000 left in the wild. Now they're hunted for the horns on their head. Even on reserves like this, they are not safe. Oh, I think I see. No, I'm seeing things. Yeah, well, that happens when you get old. Now up here you have a black and white saddle-billed stork. Gets its name from that big yellow square on its bill, kind of looks like a saddle. And when they find a mate, and it looks, well, yep, looks like they have. I see one way in the back. They'll stay together forever. Yeah, it's kind of a novel idea. go to the Sapi River. That's our best chance to see some hippos. Now, hippos as birds weigh about 85 pounds, and a mature male will tip the scales at about 5,000 pounds. We sometimes can see one or two hippos over here on the right. Yep, there they are. They can hold their breath anywhere from 5 to 8 minutes at a time. Now, if you couldn't see those two, don't worry. There's usually a bigger group up here on the left. Group of hippos is called a bloat. And I always think they look like big old baked potatoes floating around in the water. I don't know, you might say logs, I think food. The birds on the island are pink-backed pelicans. Their backs will turn pink during the mating season. Their eggs will incubate in about 30 days. Now we do have some nests, so maybe we've got some babies on our way. We'll have to wait and see. They're still in the process of building their nests. We're going to make our way around the bend towards a pretty unpredictable bridge. The reason I bring that up is because the animals underneath the bridge are Nile crocodiles. Now, they are ectothermic. They open and close their mouths to regulate their body temperature. They also open and close their mouths to eat. And they look, well, just a bit hungry to me. So they move right on up this hill. Now we're leaving the forest, heading towards the Savanna, an entirely different ecosystem with many different animals. Now, speaking of different, just up ahead is an ancient baobab tree. Now, it kind of looks like somebody planted it upside down. Those are the branches, not the roots. Only gets leaves, about 3 months out of the year. This is the most amazing view of the Savanna. Now it's part of the Serengeti grassland. Stretches for hundreds of miles across East Africa. It acts like the super highway for millions of migrating animals every year. Now it really is all part of the wild Africa we're all trying to conserve. Now at the bottom of the hill, the cattle that you see are Ankoli cattle. They're a sign of wealth in Africa, never ever used for meat. They're a status symbol. The more cattle you own, the wealthier you are. Now zebras out here are Hartman Mountain zebra. Zebra stripes are unique to each animal, just like our fingerprints. No true zebra has exactly the same stripes. Now, giraffes out here are Maasai giraffes. Now, they have a jagged, irregular spot pattern. And most everybody knows they are the tallest animals in the world, which they are. What you might not know is they only sleep 30 minutes a day. The rest of the time, they're either eating or they're looking for food. Over here on the left, sometimes we'll see a pack of wild African dogs. They're also called painted dogs. They are about 80% more successful at hunting than a pride of lions. That's because they are so athletic. They can literally run an animal until it's so exhausted it gives up. Lions, well, if they don't catch what they're after right away, they usually go hungry. Now the mounds of earth that you see dotted throughout the savanna are termite mounds. They bake in the hot African sun where they become hard as concrete. Elephants will use them as a scratching post. When they wear them down, antelope stand on them and look towards the tall grass for predators that might be hiding. Over here on the left, right by that tree, that is a sable antelope. They are the emblem of the reserve. They use their horns in displays of dominance. Hello. What you looking at? Huh?
He's asking the same question.
Да ну что ты будешь на фоне жирафа или ты просто покажешь жирафе?
As I make this turn, mountain zebra will be on the left, but over here on the right with the black racing stripe, those are springbok. They will spring into the air to get away from predators. It's called pronking. It'll look like their legs are attached to 4 pogo sticks.
Mama.
It's a much better look at the Ankole cattle. Now I know the horns look heavy and solid, but they're neither solid or heavy. They have kind of a honeycomb structure with blood vessels that run through the horns that cool the bodies of the cattle off. Now up on the top of the hill, up there by that tall tree, are some wildebeest, one of Africa's largest migration. They will migrate sometimes in the millions. The word wildebeest is Afrikaans for wild beast. The African people gave them that name because of the menacing very edge of elephant country. A lone elephant all by itself is almost always a male elephant. When you see a group of elephants together, it's usually adult females and their offspring. Now it looks like we've got a male elephant over here on the right, and on the left a troop of mandrill monkeys. They are the largest and most colorful monkeys in Africa. Dominant male mandrill will weigh about 100 pounds. Females are only about 30. Now, the biggest threat to elephants are humans. They hunt elephants for their tusks. They're also moving into their habitat in very large numbers. Now, with the destruction of elephant habitat, puts both humans and elephants into dangerous situations. Many things we can do to help. We can support and join conservation organizations. Now the bridge coming up has been quite a challenge to get across. So here's my advice, hang on. I've got my steering wheel to hold on to, you've got each other. Now if you don't have somebody, well, it might be time to make a new friend. Looks like we're going to make it this trip. But just in case, let's get out of here. Looks like we've come across some red clay. Elephants will occasionally eat small amounts of this clay. It actually gives them beneficial minerals. And many sometimes you'll see elephants throwing dirt, mud, and sand up on their back. They do that because they sunburn so easily. That's their way of protecting their skin. Kind of acts like a natural sunscreen.
Едят, да? Едят. Всем пишут. А вот это опять они говорят, что он пошел как-то...
Looks like we've come across a flock of greater flamingo. Paleness pink of all flamingos. Coloring comes from the keratin in the brine shrimp that they eat. Now the brown flamingos, those are this year's baby flamingos. I think we had 4 of them. Hi, Amy. Oh, you're busy. Busy nesting season? Oh, okay. Sometimes flamingos will make their nest out of the dirt. Well, look at the white rhinos underneath the palm tree. Now it looks like we've got a mama and a baby rhino. Now in the last 2 years, we've had 3 babies born. And this year, they're all going to celebrate a birthday. There's 1 boy in October, he'll be 2. There's a boy in September, and he'll be 1. And the little girl in November will also be 1. Now, I'm not sure which baby this one is. Oh, this might be the 2-year-old. Yeah, that's a 2-year-old right there. Now you say, well, that's a pretty big 2-year-old. Well, baby rhinos gain 7 to 9 pounds every day. Yeah, think about that. 7 pounds every day. All right. Looks like we're going to wait here for just a minute. Well, this is a good spot. At least you have rhinos to look at. Oh, no. That didn't last long. There's another white rhino.
Oh, you're fine.
Now over here on the left, sometimes we'll catch a glimpse. Oh, look at the 3 cheetahs laying here. Now cheetahs in a group like this are almost always related to each other. They're never ever are they unrelated in a group? Probably sisters, brothers, maybe a mom and two babies, but always related to you. Now, the rock formation up ahead is called a copy. It's a good vantage point for large cats. Well, like the lion. Now, the female lions do the majority of the hunting. The male, he's kind of like the house husband. Kind of takes care of the family while the girls go out and get his dinner. Oh, there he is doing his house husband duties.
Oh my God.
A little brown antelope over here to my right, that is a bunt nearly extinct in the wild, even though they're related to the wildebeest. Looks like we've come across some warthog burrows here in the hillside, dug out by the largest burrowing mammal. Warthogs will dig their own burrows, but once in a while there's still somebody else. At the base of the tree, you'll see a warthog laying there. Kind of looks like a hairy rock with tusks sticking out. That looks like a male warthog. Their tusks are much larger than the girls, much thicker. And then we've got some ostriches. Now they have feathers and wings, but don't fly. They do run about 40 miles an hour. And the bird eggs are ostrich eggs. Largest eggs laid by a bird. Each egg weighs 2 to 3 pounds each. Looks like our journey is coming to a close. I do see the warden's post up ahead. And these wardens are caring for a herd of Nigerian dwarf goats, which are milk goats. And these little goats can generate quite a bit of milk. The ones that are giving the milk to the village people of Harare, that they can use the milk, and what milk they can't use, they can sell. And ones are hoping that the village will rely less and less on wildlife and more on domesticated animals like Nigerian dwarf goats. You see, the goal of conservation is to balance the needs of humans and the needs of animals. And if we can achieve that balance, well, then really everybody wins. And that's what we're striving for here on the reserve. I do want to thank you for choosing Kilimanjaro safaris today. Best safari outfit in East Africa. You folks like the animals we just saw, head on over to Gorilla Falls. Got western lowland gorillas, colobus monkeys. My personal favorite would be those naked mole rats. How can you resist a naked mole rat? Not me. And I do encourage you to get involved in conservation. Pretty easy to do. All you have to do is recycle, reuse, repurpose. All of that can help the environment we live in and the environment that the animals live in. The more that we do, the better the earth will be. I also have links to where the animals go when safari closes down. I know it did. Now, my name's Jenny, and I never ever say goodbye to my friends. I say Quahariti, which means go well. Please come back and see us again. No two safaris are ever the same. The animals make sure of that. Have a wonderful day, my friends. Thank you for riding with me today. I certainly enjoyed doing it for you. Jenny is my name. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Watch your hands, feet, arms, and legs towards us sliding over.
Going on the Triceratops part. Can we go on the other part? Of course, we're going all over like that. Hey, what's that? That's a bird. What's that? That's not a bird. I'm not a bird. Where are you? Is that a dodo? Are dodos pink?